Hello, everyone, and welcome to another video reaction for Okay, Here is the Story. I am Dee Burns. So, today's reaction is Tom MacDonald with Adam Calhoun, Struggle Jennings, and Nova Rockefeller. In God We Trust. I don't know if I said the title of the song. Yeah, In God We Trust. Now, I will tell you, Nova Rockefeller, who's the only woman in this video, she is Tom MacDonald's girlfriend, and she does all of his videos. She writes them, produces them, directs them. She does everything, and she's beautiful. She is an amazing woman. He's very lucky to have her. I've never heard her voice, but I'm kind of interested to hear it. I mean, I'm sure it's good because I don't think he'd be with her if I don't think he'd let her in his videos if she was bad, like me. But anyway, so let's get into it.
They separate us from our neighbors and they call it social distancing. It's actually a bigger plan, it's called social conditioning. They took away our privacy, there's always someone listening. The elections planning riots for the citizens. The government has always lied, it's history repeating. But the problem is the schools dumb you down so you believe them. If you try to speak the truth inside a tweet, then they delete it. Whole administration Satanists who claim they praise in Jesus. Every year there's a new name for enemies that we're facing. It's Al-Qaeda, then ISIS, and now American patriots. Who would have thought those who love the country the most would be hated on by folks who call America home? Both political parties are equally just as evil. They've been working for themselves, don't give a damn about the people. Black, white, yellow, brown, humanity needs you. Cause united we stand, divided they will defeat you. The man on the news says the problem is me. I'm just a small town boy with big American dreams. The world's going crazy and they lying to us. Don't know who to believe, so in God we trust.
Okay. My son and I just had a discussion about how I paused too much, but I just want to say real quick and then we'll get back into it. Oh my gosh, Nova, you have an amazing voice. Oh my gosh. And she's beautiful. You know, it's not fair when women are beautiful and have talent. You should get one or the other. But anyway, okay, let's get back into it.
Y'all missing what was written in them pages. That was history they wrote, now you want to change it. You racist. You hate this. Why you want us all to be locked up in cages? I can't stand the left, everything they say's depressing. Ship them to the Middle East, they can learn oppression. Believe me, I mean this quite literal. I love liberty, but I liberals. Wear a mask, stay home, complain and moan. Talk about privilege on your phone in your Range Rover, Starbucks, mango, foo-foo, whatever. The cloth I'm cut from can handle any weather. You just paper in the rain, we ain't the same. Stand for the flag, only kneel when I pray. I just pray we go back to the old days. Land of the free, home of the brave.
The man on the news says the problem is me. I'm just a small town boy with big American dreams. The world's going crazy and they lying to us. Don't know who to believe, so in God we trust.
Okay, so I want to stop here for a second and just talk a little bit about what Tom and I think that was Adam Calhoun said and Nova. Okay, so politicians have always lied through since day one, even before day one. King George lied to us when we were under England's rule. Probably the only politician that didn't lie, and maybe he did. And tell me, please comment if you think he did. But I would say probably the only one that didn't lie is George Washington. I think that's because he was so busy trying to establish our nation, and he probably just didn't have time to lie. He's like, I got to get this war done. I got to get this country set up. Maybe he did. If I'm wrong, please leave a comment. United we stand, divided they will defeat you, is what I think what Tom said. Was one of the lyrics he said. And, you know, if everybody in this country would just realize that as Americans, if we came together and realized how much our government tries to divide us between the rich and the poor, the black and the white, the brown, and, yellow, I don't know, whatever other minority there is. They try to keep us divided. They do. If we all came together and just said, you know what, screw you with all of your divisions, we're going to stand together and take this country back. I'm not condoning anybody going out and attacking your local government or whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if we got together and did it in the polls, did it at voting time, we would have an amazing country. Amazing. And I wish that we would. And then he said something in there about, I hate leftists, ship them to the Middle East and they can learn oppression. Yeah, I've thought that for many years. People that hate this country, and I've seen you on YouTube, I've seen you on the internet saying how much you hate this country. You know what? Nobody is stopping you from going to another country. You should go to another country, whether it's the Middle East or Russia or China or North Korea, whatever. Go to another country, and let me tell you, you will quickly appreciate the United States of America. And then the final thing that he said, I think this was Adam Calhoun that said this, he talks about Starbucks and with your foo-foo mango drink. That is so true. We are so spoiled here in the United States. We really are. I mean, other countries, maybe England does, but I guess when I say other countries, I'm thinking of, third world countries and countries that don't have the democracy and freedom that we do. They don't have the stuff that we have here, like Starbucks and McDonald's and, whatever other big company that you want to talk about. We have it so easy here in this country. It's our government that is destroying it. So I'm going to get off that soapbox. Okay, so let's get back into the video.
Yeah. I see through all the illusions. Refuse to hear rumors or accept that we're losing. Easy to get caught up, consumed by the consumer. Truth is so diluted, people starve off the confusion. Comfort is the killer, your dreams execution. Cool persecution if I make a contribution. Home of the brave look like a mental institution, and there will be revolution if we can't find resolution. And a threat is a promise. Stand up, pay homage. They tell lies, I'm being honest. Test the time is upon us. I know that God got us, so I'm fighting in his honor. Hear the cries of the crusaders as we're strapping up our armor. Either set a higher ground or drown in a drama. If I die for what I love, then my death will be nirvana. We fighting for our freedom, don't believe what they've been feeding. Be the change you wanna see, the warrior that we're needing.
The man on the news says the problem is me. I'm just a small town boy with big American dreams. The world's going crazy and they lying to us. Don't know who to believe, so in God we trust. We don't trust the news, the government, or pharma. We just want freedom, that you have that to offer. We don't want the lies, the politics, or the drama. We just want the life that was promised by our fathers. We don't trust the news, the government, or pharma. We just want freedom, that you have that to offer. We don't want the lies, the politics, or the drama. We just want the life that was promised by our fathers. The man on the news says the problem is me. I'm just a small town boy with big American dreams. The world's going crazy and they lying to us. Don't know who to believe, so in God we trust.
Wow. What do you say to that? When I started this channel, I really didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew what I didn't want to do. And I didn't want to talk about religion or politics because there's enough YouTube content creators out there that do that. And you just get bombarded by politics, religion, people yelling, hollering, hating each other. I wanted my channel to be about love, life, music, and laughter. I wanted when at the end of the day, when you are beat up, I wanted you to be able to have a channel to go to and say, I can find something funny or hear a new song or just learn about love and life. But anyway, unfortunately, this song kind of covers it all. It covers religion and politics. So I apologize for that because I do try to steer clear. But first of all, Struggle Jennings. Oh my God. Ooh. See, I am a woman that loves a sexy voice. Not singing necessarily, just a deep, manly, sexy voice. That's going to be my first attraction to you. Oh my gosh, Struggle Jennings. I'm going to have to set up a new account on Pandora and put him in. I'm going to have to hear his music. He is hot. And his voice, oh my gosh. But anyway, he said there will be a revolution if there isn't a resolution. This is what I say to that. I encourage everyone that I come in contact with. It's free if you download it, the U.S. Constitution. Please go back and read our U.S. Constitution. And you will realize that that Constitution and all the men that signed it, it was written for the government that we have in place right now. It was written to prevent it, to protect us, protect our rights. Whether George Washington had the foresight, I don't know. The man was so intelligent. I think that, I don't know what they went through in England. And I think they just didn't want a government that was going to not be for the people. And please go back and read our Constitution and you'll be like, yeah, this Constitution is for us. Read it. Really read it. Understand that as American citizens, it is our responsibility to make sure that we don't have a government in place that takes away the rights that our forefathers granted us. And you do that by voting. That's all I'm going to say about that. Politics. I will tell you personally, I'm independent. I am not right. I am not left. Oh, I did that wrong. I am not left. I am right. Or not right. I'm right in the middle. And ever since I was 18 and was able to vote, I have always listened to both sides. And I raised my boys to do the same thing. They hated it when they had to sit there and watch the debates for both the Republicans and the Democrats. But I wanted them to be informed. Make a decision based on what comes closest to your values, your politics. Just throw out Republican, Democrat. Throw that out. Who cares? My grandparents, bless their hearts, I love them very much, but they were what we call an old Democrat. And it didn't matter. They would just go in and vote Democrat, Democrat. They didn't care. I'm sure a lot of people do that on both sides. I feel like we need to be informed. And we have such an amazing way to be informed today. You can be informed from the internet. Now, granted, not everything on the internet is true. So you kind of have to do research. You have to do some reading. Okay, I will step off that soapbox. And Struggle Jennings, not that I think that you watch my podcast, but if you're not married, will you marry me? Okay, that's it. Then finally, Tom said later on, we don't trust the news, the government, or pharma. We just want the life promised by our fathers, our founding fathers. Yeah, that's why they wrote the Constitution. Did you hear that? If you didn't hear it, I'll just say I apologize. This weekend is our annual water and air show. And every year it's either the Blue Angels or I don't remember what the other flying group is called. Blue Angels and I forget what the other group is, but they alternate. And I think the Blue Angels are here this year. And they're practicing because they practice off the lake. And I live literally, the lake is at the end of my street. So, and the airport is that way. So, yeah, we're in the flight path for them to practice. So if you hear it, I apologize. It's really loud. It shakes the whole house. Anyway, back to what Tom said about we don't trust the news, the government, or pharma. We just want the life promised by our fathers. Yes, our founding fathers. That's why they wrote the Constitution the way they did, because they knew the potential for this, the greatness of this country. And they wanted to protect not the government, not religion, not pharma. They wanted to protect you and me. That's why they wrote the Constitution the way that they did. So please go back and read the Constitution. And then finally, oh my gosh, Struggle Jennings. The Andy Tips' hat. I am a sucker for a cowboy. All my friends make fun of me because I'm a sucker for a cowboy and I'm a sucker for a fireman. I used to date cowboys way back before I met my ex-husband. I dated cowboys. I even had my own business. I was assistant to like 5 or 6 different cowboys. I kept track of their points and their dues and, all that stuff. And it was fun. I'm a sucker for a cowboy. So, Struggle Jennings wearing that hat. Whatever. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I mean, Tom MacDonald. I'm really into Tom MacDonald right now. So I've been going back and listening to a lot of his songs. I had not heard this one, though. And I downloaded it you don't see the pauses that I do because I edit them out. But when I put the thing on pause, I went back and I downloaded In God We Trust by Tom MacDonald. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube and Rumble channel. Please leave a comment down below. I try to get back to everybody's comments. And, share it with your friends, please. Okay. I love you guys. Have a great rest of the day.